let me know about your today routine or about your today's day.
Um, for instance, Friday is a very hectic and tiring day for me because I have to do a lot of things today. Uh, uh, if I discuss today's routine, I wake up early around 4:30 or 5 a.m. in the morning, and then prepare breakfast for the family and go at work. I leave for school around 7:30 or 7:45. There were a lot of things to do at the work because we are planning for next session. Then I came back at 12:30 around. Then I prepared the food. Now I'm taking Alex class. After that, I have to pick the kids from the coaching.
Uh-huh. That's nice. That's very good. So you got a very busy and hectic schedule.
Yes.
So how about on your weekends, like on Saturday and Sunday? Like how it's different from other days?
On weekends, especially on Saturday, I don't cook anything at home, and it's a family day, you can say. On Sunday, there is a huge get together on my at my home. Just the family members who live around us come at on Sunday for a special gathering, or you can say some things are discussed on Sunday.
Uh-huh. All right. Okay, so let's talk about a little about your IELTS practice. So I have given you a couple of activities before. So will you please just update me about it?
Uh, should I share the screenshot or
No, no, you can tell me.
okay? For me, reading is a bit tricky. You can say there are a lot of vocabulary words that are new for me. So, according to me, I have to practice a lot while preparing for my reading.
Uh-huh. Anything else?
I don't think so.
That mean the challenges which you find in terms of IELTS general reading, or
Reading.
one challenge you have already discussed it with me, that was related to difficult vocabulary words. Yeah,
Yes.
you do actually do not know the meaning of
Yes.
this is the first challenge. Any other challenge, please share.
Mm, as I did my three tests that was allotted for me, the section which contains any information related to medical field, or you can say some chemistry related things that were easy for me to do instead of general discussion or general talks.
Uh-huh. All right, all right. Okay, and how about the difficulties in terms of different sections? Like which section did you find most challenging or most difficult? And
So,
if there are any types of questions which which you find harder to answer, so you can also tell me that.
uh, for me, the third section of reading was quite difficult. Um, the main issue was concern about the vocabulary, nothing else.
Uh-huh. So how many practices you have done?
Three.
You have done three practices, and did you share the screenshot of those practices?
Not right now. I have
Why?
not shared with you. I literally forgot to share with you.
No, you
Today's
have.
recipe.
This is one of your. This is included in into your part of practice. That whenever you complete it, you have to take the screenshot and send it to me on the WhatsApp right away. You don't have to wait for anything else. You just send it to me without bothering about like what score
Hmm.
you have achieved or whatever you have done. You have to share your progress, okay?
Okay. Sorry for that.
All right, so what we have talked about yesterday.
We discussed the reading section, which is about 60 minutes
Yes.
duration. and it focuses on everyday life discussion. When we talk about general arts, it includes real life talks, or you can say ads or guides, and it has three sections, which is um, which three sections. Every section almost contains 20 minutes to solve it, and 40 questions are included in three sections.
And what types of questions are there? Like, I have told you yesterday, like you may come across many different types of questions. So just tell
Yes.
us about it.
There were MCQs, multiple choice questions, you can say, true false, matching, and sentence completion. And um, should I? There
So
are matching columns, you can say, almost
there
10
was
times.
one there were two types of questions, like matching headings and matching information. Can you please tell us about the difference in between both of these two questions, matching
Matching
headings and matching
information.
information?
Yes. There are two types of topics, you can say. There is a main idea and the central idea. The main idea is given usually in first paragraph. I matched with the section. They mentioned the section A contains this type of idea, section B contains this type of idea. So I matched accordingly. And the information, it was given, you can say they used a specific term in the paragraph, so I matched with the information given with the specific term.
Yeah, exactly. So today I am going to be providing you different tips and tricks, which are certainly going to be helping you up in terms of making your reading a lot better. So we are going to be formally starting up by screen sharing. So just give me a minute. Let me share my screen with you. All right, there you go. So can you see something on the screen?
Yes. Top tips and tricks for reading success.
All right. So you are going to read it aloud, and then obviously I'm going to be explaining it to you.
Okay. Top tips and tricks for reading success. Number one is skim and scan. Quickly skim through the passage to get a general idea and then scan for specific details when answering questions. Number two is manage your time. Allocate a set amount of time to each section. Don't spend too much time on any one question. Number three is read the questions first. Before reading the passage, glance at the questions to know what about information you need to focus on. Number four is identify keywords. Highlight or interact important keywords in the text to easily replicate the information you need.
Yes. So the number one is skimming and scanning. And remember, Madiha, that we are doing both of these two things together.
Okay.
Skimming means reading something quickly through the use of eyes, because eyes are the quickest way to read anything or to sense anything. So you have to be making it a habit that whenever any text is given to you in the form of question or in the form of a passage, you are going to read it very, very quickly, so that you can understand what is the context of that passage is all about. And scanning means locating specific information. That specific information is related to the questions which you have already gone through or the questions which you have already read. So this is skimming and scanning. The next thing is managing your time. You know it very well that there are three subsections in your reading. So for the each subsection you are allocating 20 minutes. So if you are allocating 20 minutes for each subsection, so you will be in better control of the time. You will be able to answer all the questions accordingly. The third thing is reading the questions first. This is what I have told you in the listening as well. Once you read the questions, or once you are reading the questions, you have to underline or highlight keywords. Keywords related to dates, numbers, proper nouns, or any important piece of information which you find in there. So always read the questions. because the purpose of your reading is very objectiveful. That means you are only limited to answering the questions. You are not reading to get the knowledge. You are reading to get the information, and that information is very specific to the questions which you have already highlighted. Then moving on, number 4, which I have already explained to you, like you have to identify keywords. Identifying keywords does not only mean identifying in the questions. It also means when you are reading the passage, you are also doing the same thing. You are not only identifying keywords, but also you are highlighting it in the passage as you are reading it. So that means you are doing skimming, scanning, and highlighting at the same time. Are you getting me?
Yes, I did it
Yeah.
last night.
Yeah, so obviously it is going to require a lot of practice. That means to say that how to manage our time how to manage our time properly. Yeah, because obviously we are not that used to reading through computer screens. We
Definitely.
are more open to reading through books actually, because our eyes are more accustomed to reading through books rather than reading through the computer screen. So obviously if we are reading it through the computer screen, we get tired, our eyes get tired. So we are going to be making it a habit of it. Obviously you are going to agree with that thing, like
Yes,
we are not
totally.
accustomed to reading through the computer screen that much.
Yes, yes.
All right. So now moving on to next four top tips and tricks for that. Yes, Madiha.
Number fifth is be aware of paraphrasing. The questions may paraphrase the passage. Train yourself to recognize when the wording has been changed. Focus on main ideas. In complex passages, focus on the main idea of each paragraph to better understand the context and answer questions effectively. Number seven is avoid overthinking. Keep calm and don't overthink the questions. If you are unsure, move on and come back later. Number eight is practice regularly. Practice with sample tests to build familiarity with the test format and improve your reading speed.
Yes. Tip number 5 is like it's same like listening. That for example, if you have highlighted any specific word, so that does not mean that specific word is going to be said or you are going to hear it in the audio. Many a times a synonym is used for that.
Yes,
Same is the case with the reading. So if you have highlighted anything in the questions, so most probably a synonym is used for that particular answer. So you have to be focused on that thing. Another thing, you have to be focused on the main idea of the passage. So now this is going to contain answer of your question, that there are many vocabulary words which you don't understand. I mean, you do not know the meaning of. Look, Matiya, here we are concerned about contextual understanding of something. Contextual understanding means to say that what we have understood or what we have perceived by reading the whole passage or reading any particular paragraph. So sometimes just contextual understanding is enough. So if you have understood something without being focused onto any difficult vocabulary word, because the words are going to be there to challenge you,
yes,
but don't let them distract you, don't let those words confuse you. Contextual understanding is more important. Are you getting me?
yes.
Contextual understanding, Madiha, can you please tell us like what does contextual understanding means?
You can say contextual understanding is the main idea, what the reading passage, or you can say what the author is trying to explain, or what he's trying to give an idea.
Yes.
You can say it is
So
the main understanding.
yes, the seventh thing is avoid overthinking. Like for example, if you're stuck onto one question and you are unable to answer it, so in that case you will always move on to the next question. Don't stay there for a longer period of time, because it will only give you nervousness. It is only going to cause you problems. So always move ahead. If you get some time in the middle, if you get some time in the end, so you can always go back to that question to answer it, but otherwise don't stay there for too long, or avoid overthinking. And the eighth thing is practice regularly. You know it very well that not only in reading but also in other modules like listening, writing, and speaking, it requires practice. The more we grind through the practice process, the more polished we become. Yeah. So always keep these things in your mind. Okay.
Yes,
All right. So wait a minute. All right. So now talking about time management, this is going to be very important for you. Number one is setting time limit. So just read it up and then I will be explaining it to you very quickly.
set time limits. Allocate a specific amount of time for each section, like 20 minutes per passage. This keeps you from spending too long on one long passage and ensures you have enough time to answer all questions. Number two, skip and return. If you get stuck on a question, don't waste precious time. Move on to the next question and come back later if time allows. This prevents you from feeling rushed and helps you maintain focus. Number three, skim first. Quickly skim the passage to understand its main ideas and structure. This helps you locate key information faster when answering questions and gives you a general sense of what the passage is about.
Yes. So number one is setting time limits. We know it very well that we are given 60 minutes to complete it, and there are three subsections, and there are 40 questions altogether. So how we are going to manage our time? We have to be making up a strategy. This would be very important for us. The strategy says that I am going to be giving myself 15 minutes for each subsection. I am giving myself 15 minutes for each subsection, and I am putting a timer on the stopwatch on the mobile phone, so that it reminds me of that time is over. So as soon as the time is over for one section, you will move on to the next one. Same is the case with section 3. Once the time is finished, so you will stop there. So all together you have given 45 minutes to all the three subsections. Like in 15 minutes time management. So the last 15 minutes you will utilize to review your answers, to recheck your answers, to answer those questions which you have not answered. So you can say like 15 minutes for each section. So 15 multiplied by 3, 45 minutes. And then the last 15 minutes, you will again set the timer on the mobile phone. And in those last 15 minutes, you will review your answers, you will recheck your answers, you will answer all unanswered questions, or the questions where you think you require more time previously. That's why you have left them. Yeah. So in that way you will manage your time. Then skip and return. If you find any difficult question, just skip it for the time being and move on to the next questions. If you get any time in the end, like you are getting 15 minutes in the end, and you know it very well that this is the question I did not answer, so obviously you can refer back. Then skimming first. Like yesterday, I have told you couple of things when you were doing the reading. So what were those three things which you have to do when any reading is given to you? Can you please tell me, Madiha?
Skimming, scanning, and identifying keywords.
Yeah. So if any reading is given to you, you will be looking into the title of the reading first. If there is any image given, so you can look into the image, so it is obviously going to let you know about so many other things. Yeah, it will mentally prepare you just by reading the title. It gives us an idea what the whole reading is going to be all about, so we are going to be mentally prepared for that. Then in the second step, you were on to the questions, and you were reading the questions and highlighting all the important key details in there. And then you come back to the passage and you do skim scanning and highlighting all the other things. Are you getting this?
Yes.
Yeah. So now keep this thing in your mind that on the computer screen, you have left hand side of the screen and right hand side of the screen. On the left hand side of the screen, there is reading. On the right hand side, there are questions. So always remember that the questions which you need to answer, they should be right in front of you. I mean, like 3 or 4 questions right in front of you on the computer screen. It's not like, you're just looking at question number 1 and it is right up on this computer screen. No, you're always looking ahead to the other questions as well once they are right on the computer screen. So if you are reading by skimming, scanning and highlighting, if you find the question of any if you find answer of any question, you immediately answer and come back to your reading. In that way you will move on. Are you getting this? You have to manage your time wisely. If you save precious minutes, so that is going to be very helpful for you. Now moving on to the next one. Yes, please.
Fourth one is prioritize questions. Start with the easier questions first to build confidence and save time. If you find certain questions too time consuming, mark them and focus on the ones you can answer quickly. Number five is practice with time test. Simulate test conditions during your practice sessions by setting a timer. This will help you get comfortable with the time pressure, improve your reading speed, and build confidence in managing your time efficiently. Number six is stay calm. Keep your focus and avoid panicking if you are running out of time. Maintain a steady pace throughout the test and don't let one difficult question throw off your rhythm. Staying calm will help you think clearly.
Yes. So the tip number 4 in terms of time management, it is the tip which your teachers in your school, college or universities have given you, like answering the easiest question first. So you are always focused on to answering the easiest question once, answering the easiest questions first, and moving on like that. Come back to the difficult questions later on. Then tip for time management is time test. So that's why we are using this portal, because obviously on this portal we have the time right in front of us. So it helps us to practice ourselves according to the exact exam requirements. And the last thing, staying calm. Yes, there are going to be a lot of readings which will be difficult, which will be hard, which will contain a lot of difficult vocabulary words you do not know the meanings of. But do not let these things knock off you off the track. Don't let these things, yeah. Stay focused, stay calm. Doesn't matter, if any difficult question comes. That difficult question is not out of the syllabus. That difficult question is, the answer is right in the reading. The main thing is that you are not able to locate it. So you have to find a way out to locate it. It's right there, but we are not finding it out. All right. So now coming towards our practice officially now for the IELTS reading. So I am just putting off my screen sharing. Badiha, will you please share your screen with me? All right, Madiha. So how many readings you have done? Yeah, the 4 readings
Total, I have done 4 readings. These are the steps.
complete four
Yes,
readings.
yes, complete 4 readings.
Okay. So Madiha, now you will be applying all those strategies which we have discussed in this class, because yesterday you did not know about such, but today I have given you these strategies, these different tips and tricks. So
Definitely.
you have to apply it just like you have applied the strategies in the listening. So now you will be putting those things up into application. So it is going to be time. You know the drill के अगर आपको पहला सब सेक्शन है तो पहले सब सेक्शन के अंदर आपने अपने मोबाइल फोन के ऊपर टाइमर लगाना है 15 मिनट का. इसके साथ जब दूसरे सब सेक्शन पे मूव करेंगे अगेन टाइमर लगेगा 15 मिनट का. इसी तरीके से तीसरे पे जाएंगे टाइमर लगाएंगे, और फिर जब आप आखिरी पे आ रहे हैं यानी कि लास्ट 15 मिनट्स, सो इन दैट वे अगेन 15 मिनट्स टाइमर टू रिव्यू और टू रीचेक योर आंसर्स. आर यू गेटिंग दिस?
Yes.
ऑलराइट. सो कीप दीज थिंग्स इन योर माइंड कि जो मैंने आपको बताया है कि क्वेश्चंस को भी हाईलाइट करना है, और उसके साथ साथ जब रीडिंग कर रहे होंगे तो स्किमिंग, स्कैनिंग और हाईलाइटिंग साथ ही करेंगे, आप इकट्ठी करेंगे तेज तेज. और यू हैव टू बी मेकिंग इट अ हैबिट ऑफ रीडिंग थ्रू द आईज. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट वॉल्यूम 1 रीडिंग प्रैक्टिस टेस्ट 1.
Master rights. Should I start all the sections at a time?
Yes, yes, yes. All right, Medea, there you go. All the best.
Thank you.
अदिहा, क्वेश्चंस
Sir,
को करना है ना, क्वेश्चंस को क्यों नहीं कर रहे हाईलाइट? आपने तो रीडिंग को करना स्टार्ट कर दिया.
मैंने कहा फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ कर लूँ मैं.
नहीं, आपने तो सिर्फ देखें और से सुने. मैंने तो आपको कल ये बोला था कि अपने सबसे ऊपर आए स्क्रॉल करके. मैंने आपको कल ये कहा था कि आपने सबसे पहले इसके टाइटल को देखना है, टाइटल को पढ़ना है. नीचे आएंगे थोड़ा सा स्क्रॉल करके, टाइटल वेयर टू स्टे अकोमोडेशंस. इमीडिएटली ये टाइटल पढ़ने से ही मुझे पता लग गया कि ये रीडिंग किस चीज़ के बारे में
Accommodation.
होने जा रही है. किसी ऐसी जगह के बारे में होने जा रही है जिधर लोग रहते हैं, यानी कि कोई होटल हो सकता है या कोई विला हो सकता है. उसके साथ साथ पिक्चर भी नजर आ रही है. पिक्चर भी मुझे बहुत कुछ बता रही है इसको देखने के बाद. ठीक है. उसके बाद टाइटल को इमीडिएटली देखने के बाद मैंने क्वेश्चंस पर मूव करना है, और मैंने इंपॉर्टेंट डिटेल्स को हाईलाइट करते जाना है जल्दी जल्दी. और तीसरे स्टेप में मैं वापस अपने पैसेज की रीडिंग की तरफ जाऊंगा, और साथ साथ मैंने स्किमिंग, स्कैनिंग, हाईलाइटिंग और आंसरिंग द क्वेश्चन साथ साथ करते जानी है. आर यू गेटिंग दिस? इस विंडो को दोबारा से रिफ्रेश कर लीजिए. मदिया, कितने क्वेश्चंस आपने हाईलाइट किए?
सर 5.
क्यों? 5 क्यों किए हैं आपने?
पैराग्राफ टू पैराग्राफ ना करूँ इसको?
ऐसा तो रीडिंग में होता ही नहीं है। मैंने किस जगह के ऊपर आपको कहा कि आपने क्वेश्चंस को ऐसे रीड आउट करना है या पैराग्राफ टू पैराग्राफ करना है? आपने तो जो 14 सवाल जो आपको सेक्शन सब सेक्शन 1 के नजर आ रहे हैं, आपने उन सारे सवाल को देखना है।
रिफ्रेश कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि मैंने कल भी जो प्रैक्टिस किया ना उसमें मैंने पैसेज के साथ साथ किया।
नहीं नहीं, बिल्कुल गलत किया। मैंने तो ऐसा आपको कहा ही नहीं। 15 minutes for section 1 finished. Move to the next section, section 2. Did you put the stopwatch on the mobile phone?
Sir, I'm looking time at the top of the screen.
Okay, no problem. 15 minutes finished for section 1. Move to the section 2. मदीहा, क्वेश्चंस को नहीं करना हाईलाइट।
सर क्वेश्चन को कहाँ हाईलाइट करूँ, ये सेक्शन
ये
स्टार्ट हो गई,
देखे
देखें यहाँ से तो।
ये देखे क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 है ना, क्वेश्चन नंबर 14 ऊपर लिखा हुआ प्रीवियस प्रीवियस कोर्स रिक्वायर्ड, सो प्रीवियस को बस हाईलाइट कर दें।
अच्छा।
और उसमें भी देखे ना क्वेश्चन नंबर 15 के अंदर भी, क्वेश्चन नंबर 17 में भी कोर्स ड्यूरेशन ड्यूरेशन को बस हाईलाइट करें। जी, और क्वेश्चन देखें नीचे, और क्वेश्चंस भी हैं। कम ऑन।
Excuse me, sir. Excuse
Yes.
सर, ये जो क्वेश्चंस हैं कैथरीन और जो, इससे रिलेटेड तो इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है यहाँ पे कहीं। ये करियर जॉब आगे स्टार्ट हो रही है यहाँ पे
The
कोर्सेज की।
question number, which one?
18।
Uh-huh.
कैथरीन जो, पैमिला,
So
इससे
you're talking
रिलेटेड।
about like the passage is not talking about Catherine. This is what you're
यस,
talking about?
एग्जैक्टली।
No, it's not like that. Don't stick to one question. Move ahead.
देयर आर ऑलमोस्ट
Your
5
time is,
क्वेश्चंस।
yes.
शुड आई मूव ऑन टू नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन 23 to 27?
Yes, obviously. Why you are asking it?
आई वाज वेटिंग फॉर योर इंस्ट्रक्शंस।
No.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. So now the last 15 minutes to review your answers, to recheck your answers, to make any corrections. If you did not answer any of the questions, so you will do in these last 15 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
पहले सेक्शन पे ही रहना है या आगे भी मूव करना है? सेक्शन 2 पे जाना है, सेक्शन 3 को भी देखना है?
सेक्शन 2 जो है उसमें एक पैराग्राफ मिसिंग है जो मैंने आपको बताया, और
वो
सेक्शन 3 में
पैराग्राफ मिसिंग वो पैराग्राफ मिसिंग नहीं है, वो आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग का प्रॉब्लम आ रही है उसमें। आपको एक स्नैरियो दिया गया है स्टेटमेंट में। आपने ये बताना है कि अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट स्नैरियो ये जो बंदा है जिसको डाटा को प्रेजेंट करने के हवाले से उसको डिफ़िकल्टीज आ रही हैं, तो उसको क्या करना चाहिए, आपने ये बताना है इसमें।
इसका मुझे आइडिया नहीं हो
एक तरीके से एक
रहा।
सिनेरियो दिया गया है, एक केस स्टडी दी गई है आपको। स्पेसिफिकली कैथरीन का नाम तो उसमें नहीं इस्तेमाल हुआ होगा ना। उसके अंदर आप ये देखें, जब आप कोर्स डी को देखते हैं ज़रा, कोर्स डी में देखिए, और कोर्स डी में सबसे पहले स्टेटमेंट को अंडरस्टैंड करने की ज़रूरत है कि स्टेटमेंट में कहा गया है कि कैथरीन यानी कि खातून है जिनको डाटा को प्रेजेंट करने के हवाले से उनको प्रॉब्लम्स हैं और मदद की ज़रूरत है कि जो कि इंपोर्ट कर सकें या ग्राफ्स को पुट कर सकें उनकी असाइनमेंट्स में, जो कि मार्केटिंग की जो असाइनमेंट्स हैं। ठीक है, यानी कि एक जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन सी आपको एक नज़र आ रही है। तो आप ये देख सकते हैं कि बेसिक कंप्यूटिंग स्किल्स डिज़ाइन स्पेशली फॉर बिजनेस एंड मार्केटिंग दिस एंड यूजिंग एंड क्रिएटिंग ग्राफ्स आपको आगे ही नज़र आ रहा है लिखा हुआ। सो ऑब्वियसली जब मैंने आपको ये कहा था कि आपने कीवर्ड्स को हाईलाइट करना है या उनको अंडरलाइन करना है, सो दिस इज द पर्पस ऑफ डूइंग इट। सो द answer was right there in front of you, so you are given a case study or a scenario and it is designed for those people who are having these types of difficulties। अब आगे के क्वेश्चन को देखें जी। आपको एक और सिनेरियो दिया गया है कि जो जिसने अपना हाई स्कूल जो था 10 साल पहले कंप्लीट कर लिया था, अब वो अपने मैथमेटिकल स्किल्स को ब्रश अप करना चाह रहा है, बेहतर बनाना चाहता है। सो ही स्टार्ट्स स्टडीज इन बिजनेस। ओके, सो अगर आंसर को आप देखेंगे, सो यू विल फाइंड द आंसर इन ए कोर्स ए, जिसके अंदर ये आपको लिखा हुआ नजर आ रहा है कि रिवीजन कोर्स इन बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स। मैथमेटिकल स्किल्स जो थे वो 10 साल पहले अपनी एजुकेशन कंप्लीट कर ली थी। अब वो अपना बिजनेस में अपनी पढ़ाई को स्टार्ट करना चाह रहा है, तो अपनी वो मैथमेटिकल स्किल्स को ब्रश अप या बेहतर बनाना चाहता है। सो दैट्स द आंसर वाज राइट देयर मदीहा। It was
ओके, बस
not
मुझे
that
वो
difficult at all. You actually did not understand the question actually।
आई वाज फाइंडिंग
इसी
द
तरीके
नेम्स
से जब
दैट।
आगे क्वेश्चन को देख, yeah exactly, and then you can see पामेला को क्या है कि जी स्टैटिस्टिकल सिग्निफिकेंस जो है उसने लर्न
डेटा
करना है
मार्केटिंग।
कि डाटा इन मार्केटिंग सर्विस किस तरीके से हो रहा है। ठीक है जी। अब अगर हम इसके आंसर को देखेंगे, सो यू विल फाइंड द आंसर in course C। It will instead concentrate on the interpretation and application of statistics rather than computation, क्योंकि वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ स्टैटिस्टिक्स के ऊपर फोकस करना चाह रही है। सो ऑब्वियसली आप देख सकते हैं कि स्टैटिस्टिकल या स्टैटिस्टिक्स दे आर काइंड ऑफ सिमिलर वर्ड्स। ओके, एनीवेज चले 5 मिनट हैं, जल्दी से रिव्यू करें इसको। तो बेशक छोड़ दें, कोई बात नहीं है, लेकिन आगे वाले क्वेश्चंस को देखें, सेक्शन 3 को भी। All right, there you go. So without scrolling down, don't scroll down now to your scorecard. Just stay there. So now, Madiha, like I have observed one thing in there. That was specifically for section 3 I'm talking about. You have highlighted so many unnecessary things in there. You have highlighted so much information in there which was not necessary. And this has wasted your a lot of your valuable time in there. You have to pick only 2, maximum 3 words in a sentence maximum, and that is also based upon the importance or the significance of any particular word.
Okay.
Are you getting this?
Yes. I got it.
All right, so will you please scroll down a little? So let's see.
4.5.
All right, 4.5. Yes, little good effort. Please scroll up to the scorecard. Scorecard. Yeah, there you go. So you have answered 21 questions correctly out of 40. And now read the description, please. You find the description written there. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Basic competence is limited to family situations. You frequently show problems in understanding and expression. You are not able to use complex language.
Yes. So as far as understanding complex ideas or complex thoughts or complex content, you have limited ability in there. But as far as familiar situations are concerned, like everyday situations are concerned, you are good at it. So in terms of this band score which we are getting, you are on that limited user skill level. All right. So now looking into your answers, please scroll down. So let's see, did you make nonsense mistakes or genuine mistakes? So let's see. All right.
Okay, here is I mentioned the full name of the hotels, but I had to mention only section 1, A, B, or C.
Again, understanding of the instruction failed there, isn't it? Just like
It is.
in section 2, where you did not understand the question, so obviously you made it wrong. Same is the case in section 1. You did not follow the instructions and you made it completely wrong. All right, so now moving on to section 2, please. Part 2. Yeah, there. Just stop here. All right, now section 3, please. So you have done exceptionally good in section 3.
Yes.
Like you have got only 2 questions wrong in section 3. And as far as section 2 and section 1 is concerned, that is just because of
Understand.
your lack of understanding of the question, I think so. Isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That was your fault. So obviously, if you did not make these mistakes in section 1 and section 2, so you would have easily gone on to 6.5 or 6, I think so. Easily. So being remaining focused is very important, Madiha. All right. Okay.
Alright.
So now I'm going to be leaving you up with next 3 reading activities. They are going to be your homework. But remember, Madiha, like leaving behind other modules is not a good strategy. If I am giving you homeworks for the reading, so you don't have to be forgetting what listening was all about. So you have to be including that activity with the reading. So for example, if you are doing 2 activities for the reading, so 1 activity for the listening as well. If you are doing 1 for the reading, 1 for the listening.
I'm practicing
so
listening
that
as well.
all the modules they remain in practice. Okay.
Okay.
Do you understand this, Madiha?
I got it.
All right. So, do you have any questions so far in terms of different types of questions in there, how to answer it, and so much so?
My main concern is how to increase my vocabulary. For that purpose,
How to
which
increase your
practice should I do?
vocabulary? Just by reading more and more, along with keeping one thing in your mind, that this examination is not your like your spellings or meaning examination. This examination is your contextual and contextual examination. This is what I have told you earlier. Don't be focused on two specific words which you do not know the meanings of. उन वर्ड्स के ऊपर ज्यादा फोकस नहीं करना आपने. कंटेक्चुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग या ओवरऑल जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग जो हम इम्प्लाई करते हैं किसी भी पैराग्राफ को पढ़ने के बाद या किसी भी पैसेज को पढ़ने के बाद, दैट इज एनफ, दैट शुड बी एनफ फॉर अस, rather being focused onto one particular word. Okay. So if you want to improve your vocabulary, this is just by reading, reading things related to sports, magazines, entertainment, different sorts of journals.
Newspaper.
These things are obviously available not only online but also in the form of books, etc., etc. So you can also improve your vocabulary in that context as well. But Madiha, you actually never know that what topic can appear in the examination. Like what we have understood here, like this topic was about, I think so, finances, financial mathematics or something like that, isn't it?
It is.
All the
It is.
three subsections, they were actually related to it or somewhat related to it when we talk about all the subsections. Yeah. So
It is.
you never know what practice or what activity can come up. So you should be well prepared in terms of understanding different sorts of activities coming up in front of you when you are practicing. Okay. The activities could be related to finances, economics, social issues, social problems, job advertisements, job descriptions, etc., etc. So your topics are way easier than if you compare it with the academic one. अगर मैं आपको academic की readings करवा दूं, so obviously you will get mad about it, कि वो क्या क्या रीडिंग कर रहे होते हैं. उन्होंने तो कोई टॉपिक ऐसा छोड़ा ही नहीं है रीडिंग का जो कि फिजिक्स से ना हो, केमिस्ट्री से रिलेटेड ना हो, बायोलॉजी से रिलेटेड ना हो, साइकोलॉजी से रिलेटेड ना हो. So you have to remain focused, keep working hard. This is the only mantra in terms of getting your desired band score. Okay, Madiha? So I am leaving you up with 3 reading activities and 1 listening activity. So it is all up to you that how you are going to be doing it. All right. So that's it for today. So you need to take care of yourself. I will see you in the next class. Allah Hafiz.
Allah.